Hey everybody, this is Mark from Circle of the Dark Mother. Today we're going to talk about my altars as they were at the end of December. They're pretty much the same here when we're entering February. I do change them often. So if you've seen my altars before, you'll see some things in common, but they're not quite what they were in the past. That's because I change them all the time. So let's jump in. I am going to say that the picture here is actually a shrine. It's not an altar. This is in my room. It's got a couple of statues. One is, of course, the Lilith from Diablo. I've modified it a little bit by taking off a piece of it and adding some, uh, you know, beads and such and necklaces. And then the other one is not specifically Lilith, but it makes me think of her. You'll notice some bunch of orbs of different type, and then there's the beautiful wood um, carving of Lilith on the wall. So this is my personal Lilith altar, and what that means is this is the altar I use day to day for invocation, meditation, etc. I have ritual altars as well, which we'll get into, but this one is my day to day one. Um, you'll notice that the art in the background is the painting by Misty Wood, which is the cover of Embracing Lilith. The statue is called the Sorceress, but looks a lot like how I've seen Lilith at times. Of course, differences, but it's got the feel. Being an altar, there's a pentacle, a cup, a knife, and a wand. I also have a crystal sphere and quartz skull. Now, this, when I say of, you know, being an altar, it has these things. That is based on the tradition I came from. If you create altars differently, that's okay, but I do it in a specific way. So you'll notice that the wand and is a crystal wand. The knife is a crystal portaba, which is a Buddhist three-sided knife. The pentacle is a piece of selenite. The cup is onyx, and then there is a quartz crystal sphere. The skull is completely quartz, um, carved from quartz, and it is about the size of a human skull. There's also a piece of agate in the middle, which has five black tourmaline for protection, and a piece of lapis because that was holy to the Mesopotamians. And of course, Lilith starts there. This is my ritual Lilith altar. And I will say, I took this with the light on. Usually I work with the candles lit and no lights, but I figured you wouldn't really be able to see much. So this is in stark white light, what it looks like. This is used for larger workings, sabbats, and other special ritual work. The two main statues are of Lilith by the artist Louis Arroyo. The one on the left represents severity, and the one on the right is mercy. There are other Lilith statues and carvings on the altar and the walls. Being an altar, it has a pentacle, a cup, a knife, and a wand. In addition, there is a crystal sphere, a very dark, smoky quartz cut to look like flame, and a skull bottle with alcohol in it. The two paintings are for Lilith by artist Misha Newitt. This altar is my secondary altar, which is to the Lilin or Lilu, which are Lilith's children. So this altar is dedicated to Lilith and her children, the Lilin female and the Lilu male. Being an altar, there's a pentacle, a cup, a knife, and a wand, along with a crystal ball. The statues are of Lilith and Neama, with Kimbanda, Pampajara, and Exu representing her children. The large hexagon with feathers behind it is actually a Ouija board dedicated to Lilith. I also work with Welsh paganism because I um, my background is Welsh, and I did work with a Welsh coven for a while. The altar features three statues for the mother or the goddess, Mother Rhiannon, Maiden Blodeuwedd, the crone Ceridwen, The male is Aron, the winter father who rules Anufin, the other world. Being an altar, there's a pentacle with the symbol of Anufin, a cup, a knife, and a wand. In addition, there's a pin with the Welsh dragon on it. And those are my altars. Hopefully that was interesting. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Thank you.